Welcome to the ECWA Saturday Morning Slam with your new host, The Boss. Whoa, 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 where are you going? Where are you going? Get back here.
Welcome to ECWA Saturday Morning Slam. In case you missed it last week, we have a brand new #1 contender for the ECWA Championship, and that's Clutch Rockwell. Let's take you back to how it all went down. Final two entrants were Clutch Rockwell and Sweet Reginald of the Marvelous Ones. It looked right there that Clutch Rockwell had it won. Reginald dumped him to the outside, but nope. Rockwell held on for just a second longer. While Reginald celebrated like he had just won the World Series, snapped the neck and right to the outside. Clutch Rockwell, your new #1 contender, the man who will face Joey Ace at ECWA Super 8. Here we see when Joey Ace won the ECWA Championship, he wasn't just happy winning the title, he wanted to end the career of Mr. Ooh La La, but who would stop him at Super Clash? None other than Clutch Rockwell ran out to make the save and save the career of Mr. Ooh La La. It was always destined that Joey Ace would someday have to meet up with Clutch Rockwell inside an ECWA ring. We just never knew it would be for the championship. And that's exactly what you're going to see on March 26th when Clutch Rockwell gets his first shot at the ECWA title against the three-time ECWA champion, Joey Ace. Right now, Clutch Rockwell is going to be in action as he takes on Eric Martin, a former Super 8 competitor. Let's go to the match.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ECWA on YouTube. Hopefully your Saturday morning's as good as ours. I'm here with Carlton P. Hightower, the Millennium Man, back in the ECWA. How's it going, sir?
It is going well. It has been a while. It's been a while since I've been part of ECWA. Super excited to be back.
2006 since we've seen Mr. Carlton. But right now in the ring, we have Eric Martin versus Clutch Rockwell. And why are you seeing this? Well, Clutch is going to take on Joey Ace at 326-22 at the Super 8 for the ECWA Heavyweight title. Right now, we are back in time in the ECWA dojo. And we just started off, both men locking up, and then we are going from waist lock to waist lock to waist lock. And if you take a look there, Carlton, we have some sort of unknown referee.
I have to say, in my time, we never had a masked referee before, but I have a bad history with referees, so I guess I won't make any comments. But I will say, I'm going to trust that he's doing his job here.
Well, we'll see. I mean, he's wearing stripes, so he's wearing stripes everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's see, Clutch trying to get out of a slight arm bar. Eric twerking. He is not twerking.
He is not twerking.
He is twerking that elbow. Have you ever made your elbow twerk?
Not once, believe it or not.
All right, let's see where Eric can get Clutch down here. I am just watching these guys exchange holds left and right. The referee looks a little bored.
I mean, I have to say, I do appreciate, I love a good old school wrestling, kind of feeling each other out right now. So it's a little refreshing to see, even if the referee's not as into it right now.
Well, we got both men now down on the mat exchanging holds once again. Eric Martin, one of my guys from just a few years back. Classic Eric Martin. This guy has been in Ring of Honor, and we've seen him all across the indies. He's making a name for himself, going to be a big future star. And along with Clutch Rockwell, who's been around for quite a long time as one half of our ECWA Tag Team Champions a few years back with Sam Shields.
And it really can't be understated. The fact that he is wrestling for the ECWA Championship against Joey Ace on March 26th, there is such a long, illustrious history with the ECWA Championship. I mean, we have Christopher Daniels, we have Christian Cage, first ballot Hall of Famers. So to be able to compete for this title and potentially win that title could do wonders even for a career as illustrious as Clutch has had.
Well, speaking of careers with that title, both you and I crisscross on that with Mr. Ooh La La. I managed him for a couple years, and you did also in the early 2000s, Mr. Millennium Man.
That's right. And I will say, that man he's a legitimate Hall of Famer, obviously. He's justifiably, he's a living legend. He's an absolute living legend, and the fact that you and I have both gotten to manage him, it is absolutely one of the biggest honors of my wrestling career.
Yeah, he is definitely a legend in his own mind. I mean, in his own time.
Well, yeah, I mean, he is. he didn't take instructions from me as well as he could have. Sometimes he would.
Oh yeah, I'll testify to that. Clutch working on Eric's arm and back with some knees in there. Sorry about the banter, folks. I know you want to hear about the action, but we're trying to get a little bit of everything in here. We're going to go for pin 1, not even a 2.
No.
Nice leg sweep. Eric for the cover and a kick out. Clutch backing off there. And one more time for the... Oh, I wasn't expecting that leg. And a little bit... We're back to the exchanging of holds. Oh, we're going for almost a sweep.
Wow.
I was not expecting that.
Not at all.
I'm wondering. Well, I've seen Eric Martin lately, and I don't know if he's had a broken neck, but that was something out of a ninja movie.
Yeah, that'll do it. That could be a career ender right there. I mean, to Eric's credit, he has bounced back from this, but good Lord.
Clutch Rockwell is on fire as he heads into the ECWA World Title match on March 26th. Speaking of March 26th, everybody's looking forward to the 26th annual Super 8 tournament. Now, all 8 names have been announced exclusively by the Wrestling Estate. This year we have Fancy Ryan Clancy, Eel O'Neill, Eric Corvus, Encore Moore, Travis Huckabee, the legendary Ricky Morton, Darius Carter, and Erica Lee. That's right, for the first time in its 26-year history, a female is entering the Super 8 tournament. And we're actually going to speak to Erica Lee next week on this historic announcement and what it means to be in the Super 8. Now, folks, I got to warn you what's coming up next. This is a little graphic for an early Saturday morning show. This is an incident that occurred earlier this week. Our camera crew caught up with Travis Lee, and he had an incident with one of our other performers, and his wife was involved. So I just want to put the disclaimer out there that this is not suitable for everybody's viewing.
I knew it.
These people again. I'm stuck here for the next 30 plus years.
Hey, bud. Hey! Hey! Oh, thank God. You would never, ever do that.
Hey, I thought you weren't supposed to be here till like 7. What are you doing here? Oh, shit.
No, stop! 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 Stop!
Get over there! How could you? How could you? No! Oh, my eyes! Oh, jeez! I gotta get out of here. Snap. Oh, snap. Oh, I'm so screwed. Nice. this. Where are you? No. 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 God. Oh! Woo!
Yeah, I don't know what the to say about that. But Travis Lee, just a couple days later, would meet up with TLD in the ring, try to settle this dispute, and let's go to that match right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are home in the ECWA arena right now. We have super sweet Travis Lee in there, Ref Bob in between, and a man called TLD. Dan, what do you think TLD stands for?
The loving dude.
Possibly.
Close.
We'll see how much love. We'll see how much love he gives to Travis Lee. Well, that didn't sound right either.
No.
Let's see these guys go at it. That didn't sound right either. Looks like Travis Lee hitting the ropes. He's going to try and knock TLD. The last detail. I'm not really sure. These guys are bouncing into each other.
The immovable force faces the irresistible object. I don't know. It's that one.
Well, he is super sweet, Travis Lee. He is an irresistible object. Nice eye poke. That is just one common move in ECWA. We are the eye poke, holders of any wrestling. More eye pokes than you've ever seen. Put it on a poster.
Eye Poke Championship Wrestling Association. Book it.
I'm going with that one.
There we go.
And Ref Bob giving the count in the corner. He obviously thought it was Leisurely Friday. He's wearing his stripes, but kept cool. Oh! TLD getting raked along the top rope there. Carlton, I'm sure you gave that command a few times in your career.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, man can't see, man can't fight. So I'm in full support of the Eye Poke Championship Wrestling Association. Believe me.
There you go. A couple of Travis Lee giving a couple chops, and he's going to try and sweep TLD in the corner. Coming in like a full head of steam and a nice clothesline there. TLD almost coming out of his pants. Oh, choke.
1, 2.
That's right. Take your time. Give it till 5. You have till 5. That was a long 4, though.
Got to get Ref Bob back to elementary school to get his counts in. Travis Lee doing some stomping right on TLD's arm there and shoulder.
But that's good. You work on a body part. You immobilize them.
Oh, little gut shot there and back to the back. Super sweet Travis Lee. He is my guy, one half of the Flabtastics. And we will be seeing the Marvelous Ones in the near future for those titles. I'm telling you right now that I can taste them.
As somebody who has managed some tag team champions in my time, Valedictorians, name drop, talk to me. I'll give you some advice on how you can get those titles.
Wow, Valedictorians won. You're talking about a man who has gone on to be a manager now, Robert Stone.
That's right. That's right. I taught him everything he knows. If you ask.
Well, hopefully he still sends you Christmas cards.
I haven't gotten a Christmas card from him in 16 years.
Maybe he celebrates Hanukkah.
Could be.
Working on. We are working on the hair here. TLD taking Travis Lee into the post. Oof. Have you ever felt that corner post, Carlton?
I have. It does not feel good. I will say I have not felt anybody grabbing my hair in a very long time.
You and I both.
Yeah.
You put our heads together, we can make an ass out of ourselves. Ref Bob going with the count. These guys are going. We are getting 3 action right here, right up against the. Put your 3D glasses on, kids. It's coming into your house. Ref Bob giving the count. I don't even know if he's sure he's at 8 or 9.
Yeah. He wants to win it in the ring.
He is obviously not going by the hour. Oh, TLD splitting the uprights.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter how big you are. It's gonna take you down.
Yeah, to me, that would be a finishing move. Because
same
I'd
here.
be done.
Yeah.
A nice little crotch drop by Travis Lee there. Say that 3 times fast, and you could almost get a 2 count there. 1, 2, nope. He's trying to take the wind out of TLD here by giving constant pins and foot on the rope.
See, I like that strategy. Sometimes people will say, "Oh, why are you still covering him and kicked out?" Because he's got to expend energy every single time he makes the kick out. You're wearing him down. I like this strategy a lot.
Now, speaking of the wear out, right now Travis Lee is right behind TLD.
Yep.
Just torquing on that neck. We are going to get a count from Ref Bob. 2 down.
That's due.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
He's not done. He's not done.
Almost. What are you going to do, brother, when TLD works his way out of your headlock?
Working his way up. I got to give him credit. I thought he was done.
Well, he does carry a teddy bear around. He gets put to throw his teddy bear, and he's fine. Travis Lee going down looking like he had 3 cups of coffee there with the shakes. And a kick out at 2.
Ref shaking his arm off there. Slapping that mat is tiring.
Woo! Ref Bob working up a sweat. No wonder he was wearing shorts. That ECWA arena does get pretty warm in the summertime. And these guys are exchanging lefts, rights, fists, condolences.
At it.
Wow. If they just work together in tandem, we could have a nice little choreographed thing here. Oh. 2 shots to the stomach and ribs, and both these men are going to be icing down their lower body extremities. And ow.
I love the old school jaw jacker. Great move.
That's one way to stun your opponent, because nothing brings tears to your eyes like a shot to the jaw or a punch to the nose.
Absolutely.
Everything changes. Oh, everything changes. There we go. A TLD back bottom drop, I guess we'll call it.
But does he have enough? Does he have enough?
You can probably count
This
both
might be
these
too much
guys
time.
down. What's he thinking? TLD, he's not going for the cover. He could have.
Go for the cover!
What is he thinking?
Wasting too much time. I would not.
Are we gonna get a top rope? Maybe a second rope. I don't see us going to the top here.
Either way, this is not good news.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, bottom rope is fine. Okay, he's got to the second rope.
I'm going with TLD. Too long to deliver.
Yeah, it took way too much time. Gave him too much time to recover.
And these guys are just barely locking up. They have beaten the holy heck out of each other. And Travis looks like he might be ready for a finish, or he's telling him to stay down. Oh! To the left pec.
Cover him.
And we got a 3 count
That's
from Ref
it.
Bob. Ref Bob just got one in the eye right there at the end. Thanks for coming.
Things didn't go the way TLD had planned on that one. Hopefully everything gets squared away at home, and hopefully his home life gets a little bit better. But we got other matches we got to talk about, and that is the ECWA Tag Team titles. The Marvelous Ones have held those belts for nearly 2 years at this point. We all know that they have tricks up their sleeves at all times, but this time it seems ECWA management has a trick up their sleeve. Because on March 26th, the Marvelous Ones will defend the ECWA Tag Team titles against the legendary Mr. Ooh La La and a mystery opponent. Now we're told this mystery opponent is somebody from ECWA's past. Who could it be? Is it somebody that Mr. Ooh La La is familiar with? Is it somebody that the fans are familiar with? We'll have to tune in on March 26th to find out who that mystery partner is. Right now, let's take you to LA Vin taking on Greg Spitz, one half of the Marvelous Ones, in singles action.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. ECWA, there's Brady Hicks. And he was setting up at this point. We're having a pre-show matchup between Greg Spitz and LA Vin, and a slightly portly referee in there right now.
He's a handsome devil.
He is slightly, just slightly.
Slightly handsome devil.
That's the name of my new rock band.
There
All
you
right,
go.
the referee trying to get these two guys to lock up and start the match. Oh, and a double eye poke.
I appreciate that very much.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
They didn't.
No, not at all. Nobody ever appreciated what I did, if I'm being honest.
LA Vin, Greg Spitz trying to... Oh, and another eye poke by LA Vin. Greg didn't see that one coming.
He
and
did
won't
not.
see the next one. Ooh, some back raking there.
These moves right now are near and dear to my heart. They really are.
This is some classic shenanigans.
Exactly, and I was a big believer in shenanigans back then.
Right into the turnbuckle and a kick to the ass.
Ooh.
As our old illustrious Gorilla Monsoon used to say, a pat on the back is only 3 inches away from a kick in the ass.
That's right.
Big drop elbow there. And another one.
He is just wearing Spitz. Oh! Oh!
Wow.
He does not want him to see. I have just decided that. He does not want Greg Spitz to have eyesight at all.
Well, last time I saw Greg Spitz, he was wearing some fancy new glasses, so maybe that was the reasoning.
Could be. Could be.
And LA Vin working on that hold right there. Oh. I think I'm making more sound effects than these guys are. Sorry about that, folks. Nice kick out at 2. And another knee to the back.
And you have to wonder, too, when you're a tag team wrestler, you're used to being able to split up the job. When you're in singles, you have to do twice the work than you're normally used to doing. So you have to wonder how much that is weighing on Greg Spitz right now.
Well, with Greg, I've been against him, and he is one half of the Marvelous Ones with Teddy Fine. They are the tag team champs right now, and I have been across the ring from them and with their butler, Reginald, who's a big pain in my ass. But Greg takes things in stride. He's obviously, working the neck and the arm there, so he's keeping the slow pace like he likes it.
Yeah, slow, methodical. You want to take control of the match.
Got to 1.5. Referee having a hard time getting up there a little bit.
Oh, he's too focused on being devilishly handsome.
That's probably what it is. And going for the neck breaker. No. LA Vin holding on to the ropes, and Greg goes down. Probably tweaking that back there a little bit. LA Vin behind him. Oh, nice clothesline.
Yeah, Jake Roberts style. I like it.
And the ref, we get a 3 off of a clothesline. Wow. 2 matches in a row today, people, with some simple finishes.
But sometimes simple is better.
And a huge victory there for LA Vin. Now, before we get to our classic match of the week, it seems that Travis Lee had a lot of energy this week. So he actually challenged Mr. Ooh La La for that World 1 Championship. And we're going to go ahead and get to the last couple minutes of that match right now. One title is on the line. Traditional style match in this one. Mr. Ooh La La about to defend that championship against Travis Lee, a former 2-time World 1 champion.
This is kind of a dream match right here.
Got to be for Travis Lee.
Clashing of the Styles. Ooh La La was the former ECWA champion, just lost the title at one of our final events there to Joey H. in controversial fashion. Senior official John Finnegan there watching this. You got to figure a traditional style match would benefit Ooh La La with all his ring experience in there, but don't count Travis Lee out. He's got a few tactics, look at that little Ooh La La shuffle.
Oh, wow.
We'll expect to see that on Saturday morning.
Somebody had their Wheaties this morning. Okay, guys, this is a family show.
All right, we're getting into it here. Travis Lee's not going to like that. Oh, went for the elbow. Oh, jeez. Unloading on Mr. Ooh La La. Ooh La La's starting to collapse a little bit.
I think Travis Lee might have got the wind knocked out of him, too.
Oh, no, that could be all she wrote. He might have used the point of the elbow and taken out Mr. Ooh La La here. 1,
He feels like he got
2, and 2 count only.
He's like Prince.
We're here at the world's famous Monster Factory. Of course, that's where the Women's Super 8 will come live this year in August of this year. So be sure to stay tuned to ECWAWrestling.com. Get your tickets for that huge event, as we're just about a week away now from the ECW Super 8 tournament. And now, Ooh La La firing back on Travis Lee.
These guys are just throwing bones.
Throwing bones and bombs. Oh, Irish whip with authority. Ooh La La's got him right where he wants him. Travis Lee is in trouble here. Oh, right to the midsection.
Right on the gravitating turkey. How'd that get there?
Yeah, look at that. The turkey just floating in the breeze.
Mr. Ooh La La giving him an earful.
Ooh La La doing too much jaw jacking, perhaps. Ooh La La, of course, a fan favorite here in ECWA. Loved by everybody for his antics in and out of the ring. And now Travis Lee's starting to beg off. He knows he's in there with a legend. He knows he's got to be careful. Oh, it pokes him in the eye. Finnegan not wanting to run a DQ there, but warning Ooh La La. He's not going to deal with much more of that.
Yeah, don't do too many of those.
Oh, chops. Lighten up Travis Lee here. Ooh La La with the Ooh La La jig once again.
Ooh La La jig. Hashtag that, folks.
Travis Lee is in trouble here. And he knows it. He's trying to create some space here, but he really doesn't have anywhere to go. And now look at this, trying to jaw jack with Ooh La La to once again create some distance. Allow himself to recover. He's doing that 1980s heel tactic, pointing at his head.
Travis Lee, hold on.
Oh, wait, Jamo kick!
Out of nowhere.
1, 2, 3. That's what's. Oh, we have a new World 1 champion.
Just like that.
We have a brand new World 1 champion. I can't believe it. Travis Lee, for the third time in his career, walks away as the World 1 champion. He'll actually be defending that championship next week, and we're going to announce his opponent right after this match from the Vault.
On social media, don't forget, go home tonight. Or obviously you're at home because you're watching this on the network or on the DVD, but check it out.
We want to announce one more time, if Bobby Shields wins, he gets 5 minutes with AJ Penn in this ring.
ECWA-East Coast Wrestling Association. Search for it on Facebook and on Twitter at ECWA Wrestling 67. And we have a bell, Mid-Atlantic action, the first of 3 title matches still to come here tonight. We also have the Ladies Championship, Deonna Purrazzo taking on Maria Manick, as well as Chris Wilde finally getting his one-on-one heavyweight title match after months of asking.
After months of crying.
The Heart Killer Chris Wilde taking on the man who quite possibly has been the ECWA MVP since the retirement of Matt Saigon, the hybrid Sean Carr. Will ECWA still run on hybrid power after tonight? Yes. Okay. Well, that's energy efficient at least. Go behind by Azriel. Bobby Shields reverses into a wrist lock. And Azriel's going to flip around there, reverses it on his own. Beautifully athletic move. These two men just jockeying.
Gotta say, I'm really proud of Azriel. He was going nowhere, and then he realized he hooked up with the PCA, and look at him now. Look at him now, Brady.
People are still talking about the match that these two guys had last month in Newcastle, Delaware.
Well, it was truly the match of the night, and on a night when Sean Carr wasn't able to defend his heavyweight title, these two men, the Mid-Atlantic's Championship, taking center stage in Newcastle, Delaware. Be sure to check it out on DVD. Winner Challenge.
Or go to our network.
Or go to the network, just $4.99 a month. You can find it on ECWAProWrestling.com. And by the way, this kind of action is exactly what you can see by coming out live each and every month to the Woodbury Heights Community Center, to the United Methodist Church down there in Newcastle, Delaware, or Springfield, or any other place that the ECWA happens to pop up. Tickets and information, 609-220-5598, or once again, ECWAProWrestling.com.
Yeah, you need to come out here. You don't get to see action like this in the backyards of Maryland. You gotta come to Woodbury Heights, New Jersey.
Come to a real show.
Oh, test of strength, and Azriel has Bobby Shields reeling.
You have to get an AED machine out here for you, Brady?
What do you mean? What'd I do?
What'd you do?
Yeah.
You got on or riled up?
Monkey, trying him. Follows through with the monkey flip, but these two men still connected. Bobby Shields now on top.
I still hear rumblings back in the locker room.
It could be my stomach after everything that Zach Connor threatened.
I would not want to be anywhere near that. Just in a frenzy.
And he won. Imagine if he lost.
That's a scary man, Brady Hicks. He was coming after you. He didn't like you one bit, Brady. He didn't like you at all.
Because you're laughing at him, getting him mad.
I wasn't laughing at him.
Talking about muffins. That's why he came after you.
The muffins were good, but I mean, they weren't worth that.
Side headlock by Shields right now. Backed up into the ropes.
Pushes him off, and Bobby Shields. Yes, Bobby Shields shoulder tackles him to the outside. Do you think AJ Pan is making mental preparations for his impending match?
First off, it's not going to happen, but even if he does, by some weird miracle, have to go in there, I'm telling you, he's in great shape, rocking the Hooters t-shirt. Gets a lot of exercise at those Hooters places.
Yeah, Shields thinks he's really going to take down AJ Pan, like as simple as he thinks. He's got another thing coming.
You think that photographer Bob Elliott ever goes to Hooters with AJ Pan?
Big fan.
Well, they are best friends.
Fisherman suplex, but only one.
Me and my lawyer's been to Hooters with AJ Pan.
Really?
VIP table, too.
I thought they just had tables.
Look at the reversal right there by Azriel.
I'm a big fan of the booths there.
We heard you're a fan of the cleanup crew there, too.
Oh, big chop.
Head hard into the turnbuckle and knife edge chop. Bobby Shields just picturing all these things that he's going to do to AJ Pan when he pins Azriel here tonight.
Another big chop in the corner. Azriel's in a little bit of trouble right now.
And honestly, it'll be really cool to see AJ Pan in a one-on-one situation, not a handicap match where he's interfering.
Oh, he's been preparing himself. Look at him, Brady. He's in great shape sitting there at ringside.
And plus, I mean, look who he's managing, so we know he's got all the skills.
Do you think Damian Adams and Ricky Martinez are training him as well?
He's here to make ECW great again. He keeps telling you, Brady.
Of course they train him. He won Manager of the Year, didn't he?
Oh. Bobby Shields went for a dive and got caught.
He should have won Interferer of the Year.
He never interfered ever in his life. No reason to.
Azriel kicked to the head and a cover, but just one. This new aggressiveness, guys, on Azriel. I mean, here's a guy He's been a tag team champion in ECWA. He's been one of the more popular guys here over the years, but he was always kind of missing something, you know?
That's right. And look who he hooked himself up with.
Look what he's got now.
And now he's got the full package.
In the corner,
and referee John Finnegan allowing Bobby Shields to get up and breathe, hollering at Azrael.
Well, Azrael's got him cornered in the corner. This is going to hurt, though. Drops him back on the back of the head and the shoulders and the back. Did you notice the way he tied up Bobby Shields' arms so he couldn't fight out of it?
I sure did, Brady Hicks. An astute observation by Brady for once in the show.
Azrael wants his title back.
He's going to whip Bobby Shields to the opposite turnbuckle. Shields gets the elbow up upon the charge. Oh, but we've seen this before.
Oh, big backbreaker by Azrael. Right.
Spinning backbreaker, and Bobby Shields just writhing in pain. Kicking out, I'm sure, just with the thought of being able to get AJ Pan in a couple minutes.
I don't think it's coming. You're acting like this before going to conclusion. I don't think so.
Well, so you're thinking maybe a new Mid-Atlantic champion?
Yes.
Yes.
Thinking.
That never occurred to me.
He's been telling you all the time.
That never occurred to me.
We're thinking. Are you thinking? If I gave you a penny for your thoughts, I'd have change, Brady.
Okay. You know, my girlfriend was having a wine and cheese night tonight. I didn't need to come. If you don't like me here.
Surprising. Why'd you come? You turned down food?
Well, I mean, there was good food here. Bobby Shields, suicide dive!
Everybody in the front row, look out.
Right under the fans' laps. Frank Monty, thank God, is there.
Bobby Shields with a big suicide dive out of the ring, right on Azrael.
But Bobby Shields clearly has the momentum back in his favor.
Gotta say, I don't want to say it, but AJ Pan looks like he's got a look of worry on his face now.
You know what? I was so excited when they signed this rematch for tonight at Spring Battle. Yeah, Spring Battle. It's Winter Challenge.
You don't
Spring
even
Battle.
know what the name of the show is?
Well, you knock it off. You probably didn't know either.
I know. I'm referee Phil Sly. I know everything.
You're not even a referee, so that's how much you know.
Smart move right there by Azrael.
You know, just because I'm not in that ring doesn't mean I'm not still a referee.
Enziguri by Azrael. I'm trying to keep focus in the match here. AJ Pan's got a 5-minute match. I got to keep focus here.
Your color commentator number 2, Phil Sly.
Number 1. You're number 3.
Oh, so he's number 2.
Azrael on the offensive here.
In the corner.
Things are breaking down both ends.
Big things popping. Oh, Bobby Shields, if he doesn't have a concussion there, then I don't know. I think Bobby Shields is out. Oh, man.
Somehow kicked out, but a big running kick in the corner.
Almost knocked his head right off his shoulder.
AJ Pan looks like he can't believe that Bobby Shields just kicked out of that.
Well, that's interactive.
I'd worry more, you know, if I was him, I would worry about Bobby Shields right here, not with these booze boys in the crowd. Suplex there by Adam.
Snap suplex. We could have a second. Hopefully that's it. I can't imagine Bobby Shields after a third one. No, he can't do 3. That's inhumane.
Oh, look out. Oh, look out. A suplex right over the top rope. Onto the concrete floor. AJ Pan's got his face buried into his hands right now.
I can't imagine that these two men are going to be okay, or that this match is going to be able to continue. That was a very dangerous move. And it looked like both men, both Azrael and Bobby Shields, they both took the worst of it.
They both got landed right on their heads.
I think they did. And this is right after that huge boot right to the side of Bobby Shields' head. The way it snapped back, ladies and gentlemen.
Number 7.
Somebody's got to make a move here. We're at 8.
We thought we had something.
We're at 9.
We thought we had something with Delaware, with Newcastle, Delaware with their match, but this has absolutely topped it with intensity. I can't believe this. Both men are nearly drained, and they are just trading blows. At this point, it's about all that they have, probably.
Both men are on their knees going fist to fist right now.
Knife edge chops.
Azrael looks like he missed. Oh, he got him with that one.
Off the ropes. Bobby Shields with the clothesline and the back elbow.
Oh, big chop right there with the chin.
True Talent into the ropes, ducks the clothesline. He's going to go for a ride. Hurricane Rana, spinning Hurricane Rana there. That's why Bobby Shields is still the champion. Ducks out of the way, does Azrael, and he's going to go flying.
Oh! There's another big running boot in the corner.
Shields just throws him down on the cover, grabs the leg, and this could be it.
He didn't get him.
Wow. AJ Pan's got to be a little nervous there. You should go check on him.
I should. You're right. I should. But somebody needs to do commentary.
He's likely to faint.
AJ Pan looks a little worried at ringside. Just a little.
He should be. Azrael gets the boot up. Again, Bobby Shields flips over. I guess he doesn't have a concussion, or if he does, he's a good faker. Oh, kick right under the chin, and now Azrael's head snaps back in the cover, but only 2.
Come on, Az.
Another desperation kick out by Azrael, looking like he's trying to save his manager's life with these desperation kick outs.
That's cutting it close.
The intensity has been amped up to a 10 here at the ECWA. First, the big match between Zach Connor, the last man standing, and Breaker Morant, and now this absolute intensity. Azrael again with a backbreaker.
Oh, a clutch backbreaker.
And the cover. Oh!
Both men pulling out all the stops here. Haven't been able to get a victory. AJ Pan still with a look of worry on his face, even though his guys are defensive.
You know what? It's ironic, too, in a way, because Bobby Shields, as you remember, brought Azrael back to the ECWA to be his tag team partner against Team PCA several months back. And do you remember when Azrael stabbed Bobby Shields in the back that night to join PCA?
You didn't stab him in the back.
We didn't stab him in the front.
He didn't want to lose him for a partner.
And he should have just not teamed with him.
He was thrown into the match.
Maybe Hicks is trying to do something big in his history.
Why are you switching stuff around?
Giving people false information.
Azrael's going top rope.
Yeah, trying to back to the match.
Oh! Forearm right under the chin. The True Talent.
Oh, Azrael got caught. Shields looks like he's going for a superplex up there.
We could have the True Talent plex, but I guess not. Now Azrael, having fought Bobby Shields off top rope. Splash. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Oh! Azrael has brought it tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
He could have just had a new champion.
Just fractions of a second off.
AJ Pan just collapsed to his knees over there. He cannot believe that he kicked out of that.
What an incredible night of action here at the ECWA, capped off by this Mid-Atlantic title match. It's so hard to believe. We still have 2 matches to go, guys.
Yeah, this match is a fight here. We'll worry about those other 2 matches when we get them. Right now, Azrael's trying to go for the title. Oh, he just...
Bobby Shields behind.
Shields behind him.
Cobra drop. Now, suplex.
Oh! Goodness
into like a version of old Al Snow snowplow move.
99. This could be it. In fact, I'm going to venture a guess that when Bobby Shields connects here, but here comes the snake.
Now John Finnegan just called AJ Penn to the ring.
Here comes the snake. It's got to be 2-on-1 or it wouldn't be an AJ
Penn. Yes! Finally, some justice again.
Yes! You got to be kidding me.
Finnegan called an AJ Penn for no apparent reason.
That's what he gets, Brady Hicks. He continually puts his nose where it doesn't
He
belong,
deserved it.
And
Totally
look what happens
deserved
to
it.
him.
Why is AJ Penn here?
What do you mean, why is he here? Who signed the match
Look at this!
to have him thrown into here?
What has he got there? Salt? What is he, Mr. Fuji? Oh, good. He deserves it.
With his own powder, it looks like.
His own cake powder.
It wasn't his powder. It was AJ Penn.
AJ.
Bobby Shields now on the offense. This could be it. High knee lift. He's going to drop down. Drops him face first. Penn is out. Azriel's out. Unfortunately, John Finnegan is out as well. Because AJ Penn had to stick his big fat nose in it.
Finnegan called him to the ring.
He didn't have to go. This is it.
Yes!
Oh!
That's the resiliency of Azriel right there.
I thought he had him.
John Finnegan took a drop kick to the back. Just made a woozy 2 count right there.
It would have been a 3 if he had been okay.
Bobby Shields unable to get the pin. AJ Penn is in the ring, but he's blinded.
I'm sure Bobby Shields can't wait for this feud to be over, so there's no longer handicap matches.
Finnegan still having trouble there.
Shields behind, he's going to do it again. But I think Azriel's fighting his way out this time. Oh, right between the legs.
AJ Penn is now trying to help John Finnegan. Azriel's up top.
I think he's going front.
Oh! Big double foot stomp from the top. Brady Hicks, we could have a new champion.
I think we do.
2.
Bobby Shields has been knocked off.
That's what I'm talking about.
18 minutes.
What a classic ECWA encounter. We promised you we'd let you know who is going to challenge Travis Lee for that World 1 Championship in just 2 weeks on Saturday Morning Slam, and it is none other than the former 7-year reigning World 1 Champion, the #1 contender for the ECWA Championship, Clutch Rockwell will get his shot at the World 1 title. Now, if you're not familiar with Clutch Rockwell and his World 1 title reign, we're going to take a look at that as we close out the show. I just want to thank everybody for joining us, and here's a look at Clutch Rockwell's historic 7-year title run as World 1 Champion. Today, we're talking about the longest reigning World 1 Champion in history. Not only is he the longest reigning World 1 Champion, he is the greatest World 1 Champion of all time. Chris Rockwell. That's not Rockwell. That's Kevin Sullivan. Well, obviously I don't have a picture of Chris Rockwell in my house, but I should. Now, to understand how Chris Rockwell became the greatest World 1 Champion of all time, and to understand the complexity of his nearly 7-year title reign, we need to go back to the beginning. Chris Rockwell's very first match started against Kid America and King Kalua, 2 legends inside Pro Wrestling World 1. And look at that gear, fresh off of E-Lucha. And if you notice the ring announcer in the ring, that will be very important to the end of our story. Now, of course, Chris Rockwell captured the World 1 Tag Team titles with Tommy Thunder in 2009, but of course, judging by his haircut, it appears to be 1995. He would later go on to win the Collision Division Championship. I honestly have no idea what happened with that belt.
Hot-blooded Chris Rockwell. If you don't like it, there's nothing you can do about it.
Oof. Scathing words. Of course, Rockwell didn't want to just sit on the sidelines with tag team titles, Collision Division championships. He wanted the main belt. So after the Beast defeated Steve Corino for the World 1 Championship, Rockwell inserted himself into a match, and he would capture that championship on January 31st, 2010. Just a few months later, he would go on to defend the belt against Jerry Lynn, and then Colby Corino, and Roxy Cotton. Yes, we were doing intergender wrestling before it was popular. Who's Andy Kaufman? He even got into fights with Santa Claus. Who the f*** has a problem with Santa Claus? And then on his birthday, Adam Cole would smash a birthday cake in his face. The two would eventually meet inside a World 1 ring, and Chris Rockwell, using his dirty, underhanded tactics, was able to capture a victory over Adam Cole. It was during this time that World 1 took a hiatus, so Chris Rockwell took his championship on the road, defending the belt in Pennsylvania, teaming with former Midnight Sensation partner Sam Shields against the very unlikely team of Steve Corino and Homicide, the only time those two have ever teamed up. And then he would go on to defeat Steve Corino in an ECW style match. He would go down to North Carolina and defend the championship against C.W. Anderson. He would unify the World 1 and PWF championships the next month against C.W. Anderson. He made appearances in NXT. World 1 would come back. He would take on names like Al Snow. He would brawl all around Morganville, New Jersey against Rhino. He took Stevie Richards to the limit, and for some reason Stevie Richards was more interested in doing this. I don't f***ing know. He battled Sabu. Why the hell did Sabu have a genie? Stevie Richards came back for more punishment, and Rockwell laid him out once again. This is when that 6-year title reign started to catch up to Rockwell. He was wearing down. With each title defense, it got harder and harder for him to walk away as the champion. He got more and more desperate as time went on. And on the other side of the equation, JD Luscious was a rising star in World 1. So popular with the fans, doing maneuvers that were impressing everybody out there. The two took each other to the limit, and JD Luscious walked out the champion, thus ending the 6-year title reign of Chris Rockwell. It's something that's very unlikely to ever be replicated in pro wrestling at all, let alone in Pro Wrestling World 1.